In these videos, I'm going to show you how to install WordPress manually. It's important to know how to do this in case you're working with a host that doesn't have a script installer like the Softalicious script installer, or if for some reason that script installer fails, which happens occasionally. And also just it's important to understand exactly what's going on when you install WordPress manually and how all the pieces really work together. And this will be important for you to know if you're ever working with WordPress for a client, or you're ever having to move WordPress from one server to another, or anything like that. So it's really useful to know. To begin with, you go to wordpress.org and click on Get WordPress. Notice wordpress.org, not wordpress.com. This is the version of WordPress that we can download and do with whatever we want. So you click on Get WordPress and then click the Download WordPress here. And the versions will probably change. When you see this video, it may be a different version. They're always updating WordPress. And I've already downloaded it, and it's over here, so you don't have to watch that file download. But when you download it, you will get this file here. When you unzip this, you'll get a folder called WordPress. This is on the Mac. On Windows, you'll get a folder called WordPress-5.2.4. And inside that folder is a folder called WordPress, which is the folder you need. I will make a separate video showing this on Windows because it's really important that you move up just the WordPress folder and not the folder with the name with all the numbers in it. So that you have the exact, because in this WordPress folder is all the WordPress software. This is everything we need to make WordPress work. So we're going to put that on the server. I'm going to change the name of this folder to a directory that I want it to be called on my server. So I would go to mysite.com/manual or something like that. Make sure it's always all lowercase. Make sure there's never any spaces in it. Never, 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 never any spaces in the file name, ever. And all lowercase. This is the directory that my WordPress installation is going to be in. If you watch the video on installing it through the Softalicious script installer, you'll remember at the beginning of that video I chose /easy for the name of the directory. This is choosing the directory that WordPress is going to be installed. So you could call it my site, you could call it whatever you want as long as it's lowercase and there's no spaces. But it's going to be yoursite.com/ whatever folder name you give this here. Okay, so then I would go over to my FTP client. Here I'm using Transmit, and I would drag this and drop it into my FTP client. Now, that's going to copy over some 3,000 files, and it takes a little while to do. So I have already copied over this folder over here, and you can see that in this folder is the exact same things that are in this folder. They're exactly the same. It's actually exactly the same folder that I copied over. So I've already done that, so you don't have to sit here for 10 minutes watching this file upload to the server. But when that's done, you could delete this, and this is what we actually need up here on the server in order to make this all go. Okay, so that's great. We've put the software we need up on the server. The next step in this process is to set up the database that's going to hold our WordPress data. So we would do that in our account over here, and I'm in my SiteGround account, but this process is exactly the same on any hosting company that has cPanel as a control panel for controlling your website, including Green Geeks does the exact same thing. So the sections we need are down here in the database section. We'll need the databases page, and we'll need phpMyAdmin to sort of look at what's going on in there. So we'll need these two things. And I will show how to set up the database in the next video.